Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Happy Thursday. And I've been talking about all this week, the makings of a great year. We're just talking about best practices, gospel rhythms you ought to have in your life that you're employing on some level each and every day in order to build a foundation upon which a great year can be made out of. And today I want to talk about the essential of humility. The essential of humility. James chapter 4, verse 6 says, "But he gives more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble." God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. You want more grace from God? Be humble. You want to be blessed by God? Be humble. Can I go further? You want the hookup from God? Be humble. Can I keep going? You want to be moved up by God? Be humble. You want God to smile on you? Be humble. It's right there, folks. I'm not making this up. He opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. It's no secret that humility is a mark of the character of God, that is evidence that the Spirit is walking inside of you, within you, as you've put your trust and faith in Jesus. But too often we don't take God at his word to understand that humility is not just a character trait, but it's also a success trait as well in life. That the way you move ahead and the way that you advance, the way that you gain more influence is not the world's way if you want to gain it in a godly way. It's not pushing people aside. It's not taking advantage of people, but it's truly showing humility. And that's what I want to encourage you out. Ricky, how do I start practicing humility in my life? Here's one of the most signature features of humility. Give other people credit, even if it's yours. I just messed up some stuff right there. But one of the most signature features of humility is a willingness to bring blessing to others instead of yourself. I used to watch this TV show growing up as a cartoon called Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. It was about this inspector, a kind man who was against Dr. Claw, the villain, and he was always on these crusades for justice against Dr. Claw. Inspector Gadget, as the name suggests, was kind of like this bionic guy that had all these gadgets inside his trench coat and his hat, and he had a helicopter inside his hat. He was just a gadget man, and he could do great things. But if you watch the show, you soon realize that Inspector Gadget was an idiot. Like, Inspector Gadget didn't know, he wasn't a good inspector. He was always clueless. And what you learned is that his niece Penny and her dog, I forget the dog's name, but they were actually the true super sleuths behind Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget would do stuff and get himself in trouble and get himself locked up, but also, his name was Brain. Penny and Brain, who would get him out of trouble. And here's the thing, they never got any credit. They would always let Inspector Gadget be the hero for the stories. And it's interesting because what made them successful was their willingness to be behind the scenes and let somebody else get the credit. Sometimes the hardest thing will be for you to do will be to allow others to be advanced, even if it means you're not. But it proves that there's a humility. And this is what we can be assured of by the good word. God always sees what you do, and God always honors what you do. In fact, the Bible says that he will see you privately, but will reward you openly. And that cannot happen without humility. You want to get high? The Bible says, stay low. And that's hope for today. I'll see you next time.